Now, if you have a Starlink antenna on your roof, first you need to know that you need to be in a location where you have access to a clear sky. If you're under a tree or if there's trees around, the Starlink antenna might not work. But as a rule of thumb, it is always better to leave the Starlink antenna off when you're not using internet so it doesn't draw any power, and on whenever you want to use it. And to do that, you do that directly at the touchscreen monitor. Let me show you. So you go into the outputs, you go into DC circuits, make sure that you're on 12 volts, and you can go up and down. Here you will see Starlink. You can turn on the Starlink if you're gonna use it, or off. If the Starlink is working, if the antenna is working, you will see a draw. Here the antenna is not connected, so there's zero draw, but if the Starlink antenna show a draw, it means that the Starlink antenna is working. If you're not having internet, it means that it's a problem with your subscription. Most of you have a Starlink that is on a fixed mount on the roof. But let's say that you park under a tree somewhere where the antenna doesn't have access to the sky to give you internet. You can grab the antenna, grab the extra wire that we give you, connect it to the outside port. So depending on the year and the model of the van you got, you can get this Starlink adapter or the regular Starlink adapter with this port, but they work the same. You simply fit them inside the wall of your van. You connect the other side to the Starlink antenna that you removed from the roof mount, and you go put the antenna somewhere clear to give you access to the internet. What if your Starlink doesn't work? Most of the time, if your Starlink doesn't work, it means that it's not turned on in the touchscreen monitor. Now let's assume that it is on, but it is not drawing any power. Starlink should be drawing power even if you're not using internet if the antenna is on and connected. Well, one of the main issue is that it got unplugged, whether it is in the garage where the DC outlet is connected or the cable that goes inside the antenna might have gotten unplugged if you were off-roading or with the driving, the vibrations. So these are the two main things to look for. Let me show you. Your Starlink antenna, depending on the system that you have, and if you have a Starlink and a Go Roam, is a DC outlet, a DC port, usually a cigarette outlet. It is possible that it is simply not pushed all the way, and now your antenna is going to start working. Now, this is your antenna on your roof if you have a Starlink roof mount, but whether it's a roof mount or not, whether the antenna is installed on top of your van or inside your van, the system is the same. Make sure that you take the antenna. You can disconnect the attachment part in the back and make sure that the wire is firmly connected into the antenna itself. With the vibration, it is possible that this cable got unplugged and the antenna is going to stop working. At the touchscreen monitor, now that the outlet has been fixed, you can see that the antenna, the Starlink antenna, is now drawing power, so it works.